Hear what? I'm receiving some sort of transmission. Routed through the main system. Routing.
Looking to take a Disney vacation or cruise? Contact Kristen of MagicalJourneysVacations.com. Magical Journeys is an authorized Disney vacation planner. Kristen will get you the best price available and continue to search for deals until the day you travel, taking the worry out of planning your fantastic vacation. Kristen can help plan your dining reservations and answer any questions you may have. She'll even send you maps from the parks. So contact Kristen of Magical Journeys for your next cruise or Disney vacation. Contact Kristen of Magical Journeys at MagicalJourneysVacations.com. So what are you waiting for? Book today at MagicalJourneysVacations.com.
Wow, that sounds great. I want to go. Well, you can't. Why not? Because we have to stay at our posts and keep rebel scum like him out.
Book today at MagicalJourneysVacations.com.
WDW After Dark. Now loading.
WDW After Dark. WDW After Dark. Live and uncensored. Starring Jeff Davis, Al Jonko, Kristen Hetzel, and Eric Allen. WDW After Dark is live and uncensored. Call the hotline at 410-98-WDW-AD. Follow us on Facebook at WDW After Dark Webcast and Twitter at WDW After Dark. Headline news, Disney food, video games, Marvel and Star Wars. WDW After Dark. Live and uncensored. And now prepare yourself for WDW After Dark.
It's WDW After Dark, the show about, well, everything adult in Disney. So it is the uncensored show. And with me is Eric, the Thunder Beaver. How are you doing?
Thunder Beaver. You gotta say it right. Thunder Beaver. You gotta
I
put more
should do
reverb
that.
in.
My voice doesn't do that.
Okay.
And Jeff, how's your week going?
My week is going absolutely fantastic, and it's good to see you once again, Kristen.
It's good to see you too.
Wonderful.
I'm telling you, you guys had a pretty funny show last week.
Did we not
yes,
have a great show last week? Poor Eric was so worried that, he dropped the S-bomb too many times when we talked about, poop over at the Animal Kingdom. But, I didn't see any backlash, so I guess we were okay, Eric, right?
There you go.
Yeah.
We didn't
It's
catch
just
any,
words.
we didn't
That's
catch
the only
any
thing.
shit for it.
I know, right? But no, last week was a fantastic show, and looking forward to another great show this week for WDW After Dark, definitely.
And we did miss the two of y'all, Kristen.
Yes, we did.
Well, I know that Aljon has missed being on the show. It has been very crazy at his job, and so the only bit he gets to contribute is putting the shows together to go up on iTunes every week. So I know he wanted to send his regards, and he was really hoping to be on tonight's show, and then at 6 o'clock was told, oh, hey, we're going to have a meeting now. Like,
That's okay.
I guess I am not coming home.
We understand that he doesn't love us anymore. We know. We know. It's okay. It's Eric, we're just not good enough anymore.
But we're
He's
good enough
moved
for
on.
her. We're good enough for her.
Kristen
That's really
still
all that
loves
matters
us.
to me.
Kristen
Oh,
still
now wait a
loves us.
second. Now, speaking of that I still love you, I have to ask, what was the deal with your comment last week that now that it is a boys-only show, you get to have fun?
Well, we have to
Yeah.
kind of behave ourselves when you're here, and be respectful. We want to be respectful to you.
How do you behave yourself when I am here?
In a lot of different ways.
It's a Southern thing. My mama always told me to behave myself around a
Did you
lady.
just say it's a Southern thing? Are you serious?
I'm serious.
Oh boy!
I
Wow,
was told to
that's-
behave myself around a woman.
Oh, golly gee whiz. Too much, man.
Let her misbehave first. That's what I say.
Oh, yeah, true.
I didn't know I actually behaved myself, so.
Yeah, when the ladies on the show, we can't talk about, all the good-looking women and all this
Oh,
other
whatever.
stuff.
Like, that has stopped you guys in the past.
Actually, yes, it has.
We're about as innocent as can be. There's certain things we just don't say when you're here.
Oh, whatever.
We're so, Eric, tell her we're respectful. Tell her. She's not listening to me.
Kristen, we respect you.
Eric, that sucked. I mean, that was absolutely terrible. Come on. Gee whiz.
Kristen, we respect you.
Oh, that's with feeling. I like that. That's good. Nice job. Gee whiz. It was crap, too. That wasn't much better. So.
That's all right. You just made it sound like I am a party pooper. I'm here, and so now it has to be a boring show.
No, you just bring a certain level of class to the show.
Exactly. Which means me and Eric have, like, almost no class at all. So, I mean, Eric, at least we know she listened to the show last week because she brought up that comment. So
exactly.
At least they're checking up on us when they're gone. Are these guys behaving themselves? Yeah.
Well, see, it's our show is entertaining, so I'll listen to it because it's funny.
We have a good time. We do.
Yeah. We do.
Except when Phyllis shows up.
I think that's what makes our show different than any other. Even if we're covering the same news as somebody else, we somehow have this chemistry that I think many other podcasts don't have, and we can play off each other and be goofy and everything like that without missing a beat.
That's true. That is true. We do have a unique connection, I guess you could say. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very unique. So.
It's a unique flavor, kind of like escargot.
That's the worst reference I've ever heard in my life. It's like putting something slimy in your mouth and swallowing it. Yes, that's what I want to think about when I think about this group that we have together. That's
salt and garlic butter.
Hey, Kristen, do me a huge favor though.
Yeah.
Put your little border on the bottom of the screen so everybody knows who you are.
Oh, thank you. I'm sorry.
We need to do that. So while you're doing that, though, we're going to do some housekeeping while you're putting your little border on the bottom of the screen and everything, and talk about the reason why WDW After Dark is still doing shows after 5 years, and one of the reasons is our official sponsor, Magical Journey Vacations with Kristen Hetzel. She is an expert travel agent when it comes to everything travel-wise when you're heading to the Orlando area to see the Disney theme parks, Universal theme parks, also cruising, lots of different things, Adventures by Disney, all the stuff that you can check out. If you want the best, then go with Kristen Hetzel. MagicalJourneysVacations.com is where you need to go, and she will definitely take care of you for your next fantastic vacation, whether it be in 2015 or 2016. So make sure you check all of the information out on her website. Also want to thank Amazon. Amazon is also one of our sponsors, and it enables you to find some fantastic deals on stuff that you'll find in any store pretty much, whether it be Walmart, Best Buy, or anything else, but you want it at a cheaper price, you need to head over to Amazon and check out everything there. Also want to thank you, Fandango, for giving us the opportunity to get those advance tickets. You can use Fandango, Amazon, and you can get to Magical Journeys Vacations all by visiting WDWAfterDark.com and heading over to our sponsors page where you can find out all this information. Now, we don't ask that you mention WDW After Dark or anything else when you do this stuff. Just use the link. Just click on the link and the banners that you see on the page, and it helps keep After Dark running week in and week out. So make sure you do that for us, and we would be greatly appreciative. And those are our housekeeping details to go through. A few other sponsors as well on the page that you can also check out. So definitely do that. Back to you, Kristen.
Let's see. I guess we should get into the news then.
The news then?
Yeah.
Do
You're going
we?
to bounce it right back to Jeff. Now he's turned it over to you.
Oh no, I was gonna make you start, Eric.
I was about to say we should make Eric start this time because I
I
always,
know.
you know,
Eric, we're gonna go in reverse today. Eric's
Yeah.
starting.
go Eric.
Okay, fine. I can't help it, dude. I just like the way you read the news.
You could be the leadoff man tonight.
Okay.
Jeff
Hey, I opened
Jeff
for
has
Chris
like
Rock
the
one time, so-
perfect news voice.
Oh, thank you.
Exactly.
That's so nice. See,
Okay.
she's so sweet when she's here. We can't do the other crap we do. I can't do anything when she does crap like that. Shit. All right, keep on going, Eric. I'm sorry. I'm taking over your portion of the news.
Okay,
Go ahead.
I've got a late-breaking news story from the world of Star Wars and a couple of others from Marvel, and one of them has a direct Disney tie-in. Of course, they all have Disney tie-ins because they're all under the Mouse's corporate umbrella, but this one has a little bit more direct hit. Okay, first of all, in the world of Star Wars, did either one of y'all see the Lego movie?
I think I watched maybe 20 minutes of it and then turned it off.
Okay. All right,
Yeah.
I
Kristen,
don't like Legos.
Kristen, I hate to do this, but talk to the left because you sure ain't right.
I know. I'm looking somewhere. I don't
Um,
like Legos. I don't like ketchup. So there we go.
Okay, did you like Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs?
Did not watch.
Didn't watch it.
Okay. 21 Jump Street?
I did watch it and I loved it. Absolutely
Okay.
fantastic. I love that one.
Good! Finally. Okay, the director team from all three of those movies that I just mentioned, Christopher Miller and Phil Lord, are going to be directing the Han Solo anthology film. They have been tapped to do the directing. Let's see.
Eric, check that message, please. I'm just saying, check the message.
Oh, crap in a monkey fighting hat.
Yeah, that's why yeah, okay.
Okay, I see the reason why now. This is what normally plugs into my microphone.
I knew it sounded a little weird. It's like, Eric doesn't sound the way he normally does during a show.
Okay, can you hear?
No. That is so much
Oh,
better.
there
Oh,
we go.
look at that. Yes.
It's amazing what a plugged-in USB cord will do to a microphone's performance.
Isn't it? It's just
Yes.
like, wow, it's just such a difference. Okay, so continue. I'm sorry.
Okay, so let's see. I'm trying to see who said this, but one of the two of them, Phil Lord, Chris Miller, says, quote, "This is the first film we've worked on that seems like a good idea to begin with." I'm not making this up. This comes straight from the Star Wars website.
That's interesting.
Says, "We promise to take risks to give the audience a fresh experience, and we pledge ourselves to be faithful stewards of these characters who mean so much to us. This is a dream come true for us, and not the kind of dream where you're late for work and all your clothes are made of pudding, but the kind of dream where you get to make a film with some of the greatest characters ever in a film franchise you've loved since you can remember having dreams at all." Okay, I am now officially pumped for this movie.
And you weren't before? I mean,
I knew I was going to want to see it, but now I can't wait to see it. The screenplay, by the way, is written by Lawrence Kasdan and John Kasdan, and if the name Lawrence Kasdan holds any meaning for you, rings a bell to you, if it does not, then let me fill this in. He is known for Raiders of the Lost Ark, The Big Chill, and Grand Canyon. He also co-wrote the screenplays for The Empire Strikes Back, Return of the Jedi, and the upcoming Force Awakens. And John Kasdan is his son, who wrote and directed The First Time, which premiered at the Sundance Film Festival, and In the Land of Women, as well as writing for the television series Freaks and Geeks and Dawson's Creek. Kathleen Kennedy, of course, will be producing, and she says she can't wait to discover what's in store from these two extraordinary teams of writers and directors. Now, this movie, I cannot wait for it to get here, but I am going to have to wait until May 25th, 2018.
Good God.
Yes.
Every time you say Kathleen Kennedy, I think of crap. The name just left my freaking head. Are you serious? Kathleen Turner.
Oh.
I think Kathleen Turner. I don't know why. Romancing the Stone, Jewel of the Nile.
Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
Yeah, stuff. It's just kind of. I don't know why it jumps in. Like she was hot back then. So, yeah.
I'm not bad. I'm just drawn that way.
Yeah, she's got a very alluring voice. Yeah.
Very alluring voice.
Yeah.
Very nice. Okay, moving on to Marvel, but we have some other well, it's not really a movie news, but it is. Have you seen Daredevil on Netflix?
I didn't finish it, but I have seen it.
You have seen it. Okay,
I
what about
have
you,
not.
Kristen? You have not. Okay.
No. Aljon keeps telling me I need to, and I'm like, I
You
don't know
do.
about that.
You do need to. It's very, very good. Now, they are working on Season 2, because, not surprisingly, they got a Season 2, like, almost boom, immediately after Season 1 aired.
We figured that would happen, too.
Yeah, we figured that would happen.
Yeah, that was almost a given.
But Marvel and Netflix apparently have cast Elodie Yung as Elektra for Daredevil. Now, if you remember the comic books at all, those two kind of have a
thing.
Yeah, a thing. That's a good word for it. They fought each other more times than I can remember, but
he wants that booty. You know he does.
Yeah.
Wants that electric ass. That's what he wants. That's just what he wants.
Yeah. Now, she has also been in G.I. Joe Retaliation and District 13 Ultimatum. Marvel described Jung's Elektra as, quote, a mysterious woman from Matt Murdock's past whose dangerous and exotic ways may be more than he can handle.
She sounds Asian. Is she Asian?
She's actually Greek. Well, the character is Greek, but she looks to be Asian.
I thought that sounded like an Asian name. Yeah.
Jung, Y-U-N-G, and I may be just murdering the pronunciation. But Elektra, if you don't know who she is, she debuted as a character when Frank Miller was doing the writing for Daredevil. They have had a thing. The two are now very close allies, and you may remember Jennifer Gardner tried to play Elektra in.
I think she did a good job playing Elektra. I think she did fine.
She did what I would consider a better job than Ben Affleck's Daredevil.
Now, are you talking in just the Daredevil movie or the actual movie Elektra too?
Well, no, she did it in both.
She did it in both. Yeah.
So, yeah. But now we get to see how Elodie will take care of it, because Season 2 of Daredevil will premiere next year on Netflix. They don't have a date yet, but it will be next year. So I'm looking forward to that, because also getting the Punisher in Season 2.
Well, that's right. Yeah.
Cannot wait for that. Something a little bit closer to now, though, is an announcement coming out from Disney XD, where the Guardians of the Galaxy cartoon will be premiering September 26th at 9 p.m. on Disney XD. Now, this is going to be a 1-hour special premiere. It's going to have 2 back-to-back episodes. They're titled Road to Nowhere and Nowhere to Run. And in both cases, Nowhere is spelled Knowhere, which is obviously the Nowhere that was in the movie.
Right.
Which I am assuming that both of you have seen the movie.
Yeah.
I have, but I don't remember.
Are you sure you saw it?
Yeah, I know I saw it.
Okay. You know you saw it. You just don't remember it.
I know I saw it. I own it.
Okay.
I've been drinking since then. Don't ask me.
If you want a sneak peek of it, though, the Road to Nowhere will be aired on Disney XD as a sneak peek September 5th at 9 p.m. Eastern. So if you want a sneak peek of the premiere before it premieres, well, then you can do that.
A sneak peek of the premiere before the premiere.
Yes, a sneak peek pre-premiere.
Pre-premiere premiere.
But starting basically going through the whole month of August. Additional set of 10 2-minute short videos will play through August on Disney XD, and basically they're little focusing on the characters. Like on August 1st, you're going to have Star-Lord Part 1 and Part 2 as well. August 8th, you're going to have Groot Parts 1 and 2. You're going to have Rocket Raccoon starting August 15th, Parts 1 and 2. August 22nd, Drax, and then August 29th, you got Gamora. I'm thinking of the big Japanese, big monster movie turtle. It's like, yeah. Sorry, wrong Gamera.
Oh, right.
Yeah, but these are little 2-minute short subjects that I'm looking forward to those. So basically, watch Disney XD through the entire month of August and catch these. And then September 5th, get the premiere, and then September 26th, get the real thing.
You'd have thought that maybe they would have, as big as some of these cartoons are going to be, why bring back Captain EO? Why not show previews of these fantastic shows in that theater for people to go and check out? That would have been the smart thing to do.
You know what I'd love to see? A Guardians of the Galaxy 3D thing.
Oh, that would be cool.
That would be cool.
Yeah. I could go for that. People would pay. Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why not?
Although maybe you get that in the Disney's Hollywood Studios makeover.
I don't know what they're thinking with taking that out of there.
Oh, wait, they can't do it because it's Marvel, and Marvel can't be in the parks. Never mind.
Guardians can. They have no rights on Guardians.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they can on those guys.
Okay.
And I think they can. They might be able to with Ant-Man as well.
You're going to go see Ant-Man. Admit it.
Oh, I'm going to see it. I'm going to give it a chance.
Okay. Okay.
And then I'll crucify it afterwards.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Just think of it as a Bug's Life on steroids.
I'd call it more than steroids. Steroids, speed, hallucinogens, so many other different things. Probably, just saying.
It's a Bug's Life 2. This time, Flick is pissed.
Good God.
Ant-Man versus Hopper in a duel to the death.
Oh, good golly. Killing
It's
me,
tough to be a bug. Starring Scott Lang.
Oh, golly. What else you got, man?
That's really about all. Isn't that enough?
Isn't that enough? Haven't I said it enough already?
Haven't I done enough damage already? But no, that's what I've got for this week.
Cool.
From the news of Marvel, Disney XD, and our lovely, lovely Star Wars people.
Did Star Wars Rebels already enter Season 2?
Yes.
Okay. I was pretty sure it did. I haven't even seen Season 1 yet.
I haven't either. I own the pilot episode on DVD, and I don't know. My son, the clone, he has watched all the way through and loves it to death.
I would have thought that Season 1 would have at least made it to Netflix by now, so you could at least watch that. But I haven't seen anything. That's a Disney tie-in. They got Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yeah.
Up quick for Season 2. I mean, like literally a month and a half after the season was over, it was on Netflix.
Yeah.
So, what the hell?
I don't know.
Maybe they want you. Maybe they don't think they need to do that.
Maybe they just need to kiss my ass and do it. How about that? That would be good. Yeah. I'd be happy with that. Yeah. Just
respect my thoughts, hey.
Thanks, Eric. Appreciate it. Kristen, it's your turn.
It's my turn? Okay. I have just a few stories here. And I'll leave my last one, which will overlap with one of yours.
Okay.
One of the big ones is that the two will be broadcasting at the Epcot Food and Wine Festival Mario Batali, Michael Simon, Carla Hall, Daphne Oz, and Clinton Kelly will be taping 5 episodes of The Chew, which will air at 1 p.m. October 12th through the 16th. They're actually going to be recording these October 7th through the 9th for those 5 episodes, and you can actually go to thechew.com and try and get tickets that way. But they're going to be doing a couple of new things at the festival. One of them is going to be they're going to have a new section inside Future World. It's going to be the first time that they've brought the Food and Wine Festival from World Showcase and let that bleed into Future World. But it's going to be called Next Eats. And the one booth is going to be Sustainable Chew Marketplace. They'll have savory pork spare ribs with cheesy mascarpone, ricotta and zucchini ravioli with tomato sauce, and vanilla panna cotta with fresh figs and pistachio brittle.
Oh, my God.
The herbs and the veggies that are going to be used in this marketplace are going to be coming from Living with the Land.
How ironic is that?
I know.
Who would have thought?
Brilliant!
They're also going to have what's called the Chew Lab. And it says the Chew crew will be teaming up with Disney chefs to create an innovative marketplace that's going to showcase food science labs and the trickiest culinary tech methods.
Did you say Disney hefts?
Chefs! Chefs!
The Disney version of Hugh Hefner will be at the International Food and Wine Festival this year.
Oh, the Disney chefs.
It's the Playboy Kitchen on the go. It's like they got a food cart out there with bunnies. Here you go. Oh my God, how awesome would that be?
Oh, no.
Lots of tickets would be sold. I'm just saying. Yeah. You said hefts. I just automatically thought Hugh Hefner.
It's terrible.
Well,
Oh, my
so much
God.
for that bringing a level of class to the show. There we go.
Oh.
Behaving, that's what it is. That's
Okay, all right.
hashtag behaving.
Well, I'm hoping that some of the things that they show in this, because they're going to be doing, that's going to be trendy stuff, and you'll see how they'll turn liquid into like a gel, so it'll look like little like caviar eggs, but it's not caviar, it's something else. Or using one of those little smoking guns to smoke the food. So I'm hoping they're going to have some of those kind of cool things going on.
So
Well,
we've gone from fake poop last week to fake caviar this week.
Oh,
What else will we have fake next week?
Hopefully nobody will be offended by that, because people get offended very easily these days, for whatever reason. I don't know. But I hope that they're more entertaining than, like, what Kelly and Michael are when they show up at a Disney park. It's... It just doesn't work.
All we
Have
need
you
is
ever
for
watched
Michael
the show?
Simon to laugh, because that guy has one of the funniest laughs, and it makes you're laughing at his laugh.
You talking about Michael Strahan?
No, Michael Simon.
Oh, Michael Simon? Yeah.
Oh, we laugh at Michael Strahan, too.
Oh, yeah, we do. I'm just saying, it's just, I don't know what it is when Kelly and Michael show up for, their show at the Disney parks. They recently did one when the 60th celebration, ramped up at Disneyland and everything else. Poor Michael Strahan, he's got to pull so much weight on that show because Kelly Ripa, she's just, I don't know what it is. It's just, I like him a lot better than her for some reason.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I don't know. I think that she should have kept to soaps.
Yeah, I think so. She's very bland. She's so bland.
Yeah. I don't know what to say about that.
But that's cool about the Chew. I think people would really get. That's a very popular show. And it's a really good show.
Yeah.
On top of it, I mean, they have some fantastic celebrities show up, and they put together some really neat dishes on that. Gosh, I'd love to taste test some of the stuff they do. I mean, wow, really good.
The show's okay to me, but I like Michael Simon, so. That's what I would go to see.
I like Mario myself. I just like his personality best.
I just like the food. That's all I care.
Well, the food was
like,
a
I
given.
don't care what it is, as
don't
long
care.
as it's food.
As long as it's food, I don't care who's hosting it. I just want to see the food because it looks so good. And it's in like an hour's time. It's just so fast. Oh, the magic of TV. It's so wonderful. Anyway. Unlike you.
So on to my next story, which is going to be that there's new beverages at Tokyo Dining in Epcot. They're going to focus more on natural, fresh ingredients for these new Japanese drinks. They're going to even have a hands-on type experience where you can choose grapefruit, lemon, or orange to hand squeeze into a glass, which has shoshu for a refreshment drink. I think that looks kind of cool. They're also going to do a sake sample. There's going to be a sake mojito. Okinawa Beach, which is going to have gold tequila, blue curacao, pineapple juice, sour mix, and calpico.
Sure, it's not Blue Crotch.
I know, every time I see that.
That's a good one.
All I can think of, that word and gluten are the two words that when I see them, all I can think of is mispronunciations of the word.
Oh, Lord. How long ago was that?
It was long ago
my God,
and
it's
should
been
have been
years.
forgotten by now. That's how long ago it was. Seriously.
It's from before After Dark, isn't it?
No.
No, was it? Okay.
It was like the first or second year.
The Blue Crotch? Yes, when we were...
No, I was talking about the...
Oh, the gluten-free?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that was pre-After Dark, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
It was...
Yeah, I think the blue crotcha, I think is what he actually said was like the second year. Oh, my God.
Is it getting hot in here? I don't know.
We will dig through our own history for cheap jokes. And we don't care if you get them or not.
No.
Put together a blooper reel.
Oh, God, no. Don't do that.
That would be awful. We could charge people for it. We'll sell you our blooper reel.
Jeez. Might as well just make them sit through It's a Small World for 24 hours, because that's the equivalent of it, pretty much. You think about it.
We've got to be more entertaining than It's a Small World.
I don't know.
We are. Nobody has sued YouTube to get us off the air after watching it for like 3 hours straight.
Not that we know of.
No, not that we know of.
Maybe they're just putting the case together and it's taking a while. We don't know.
Oh, gosh.
What's your next story, Kristen?
My next story is that why do I keep saying this? Tea Traders Cafe by Joffrey's opened today. So now, if you were a tea drinker, you can head to what's going to be the landings in Disney Springs and get a variety of different teas made. Everything, it comes from loose leaf tea. They brew it from that, and they've got hot, cold. You can get blended teas.
Blended how?
What?
Blended how?
They will to get a blended tea, they take two different teas and put them together and steep it. So it's a blended tea.
All you got to do is bring your flask to spice it up.
Have you ever been in Tivana?
Yes.
Okay. Those teas that you sample that they have in the
yeah.
What are those things called?
Vats?
Yeah, but there's a name for the actual container, and I can't think of what it's called.
Urns, carafes, jugs.
But those are all blended teas. They're two different teas that have been brewed together.
I'm rather tea ignorant, except for sweet tea.
Thank you.
Ice.
And see, I grew up not drinking sweet tea because I grew up in Ohio. And my grandmother actually used to put the tea bags in the pitcher and brew sun tea.
Oh, my gosh.
Mm.
Wow. I haven't heard of that in forever.
I know.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, so I grew up with unsweet tea, but now I'll drink sweet. When I go and I just have plain tea, it's always unsweet. But if I go to Tivana and I'm getting some fruity tea, I'll have them put some of the German rock sugar in it, and that's always good.
I'm an
nice.
Earl Grey guy. Earl
Grey, hot. You got to think that the Earl Grey people just love Star Trek Next Generation.
Hell yeah, they do.
I mean, it's almost product placement for them, you know.
It's like every other episode, Earl Grey, hot. Dude, drink something else. Anything. Pee in a cup. I don't care. Drink something.
The tea leaves typically that are used for Earl Grey are used because they're less quality than what they use in unflavored.
So you're telling me that all this time Picard was drinking crappy tea?
That replicator sucked ass. That's what it was. It was terrible. Maybe he had his own blend. You never know.
Oh, there you go.
That he put
What,
into
the
the replicator.
Picard Grey?
Yeah. Maybe it was his own special blend. Could have been.
Who knows? But
The 50 Shades of Earl Grey.
Oh no.
Gross. That's nasty.
But any which way, now you can get tea at the Tea Traders Cafe. And they've kind of made it to bring kind of like old world and new world kind of together because it's modeled after a 1940s warehouse. But then, of course, you have all of that old style way of brewing tea and bringing all of that. And, you know, if you're wanting to try something different but you don't know much about tea, definitely ask somebody who works there. They'll be able to tell you what you might like and find some cool things. And that was one of the best things about working with Tivana was getting to play with the teas. And why is my seat shrinking?
You're like steadily
I'm
just
like, I'm
getting
going down
lower and lower and lower behind.
It's like the invisible elevator is going down and she's stuck on it.
Worker.
Yeah, so
Next stop, basement.
I just have one other story, and mine kind of goes with Jeff. So I don't know if you want to go into that news topic, Jeff, and I can just add.
Yeah, that'll be fine.
Okay.
That'll work great. Yeah, I think that's wonderful.
We can do that then.
Okay, then. I guess it's my turn. We will.
You are the only one left.
I am the only one left? Okay. Just want to make sure, anybody who didn't have anything else they wanted to talk about.
Unless Miley over there had a story she wanted to share.
Well, she is up underneath the covers, I think, sleeping. So.
Okay, so I guess that's a no from her.
That's a no from her. Of course, if she does have something to chime in, she'll be sure to let you know at the loudest possible, opportunity she has. All right, let's start at Walt Disney World. Disney Visa discounts. Everybody loves these. Have you been wanting to stay at Disney's Polynesian Village villas, but waiting until the price goes way down? Well, Disney Visa card holders now have the chance to take advantage of a new deal offering up to 35% off. The discount is good for travel between July 5th and October the 3rd, 2015 on Standard View Studios when booking through a travel agent like that lady right there, Kristen Etzel, or directly through Disney. You don't want to do that. Do it with Kristen right there.
Yes, you do.
Yes.
You only help us, and you show your appreciation for all of our hard work.
Exactly, and that's why I use Kristen anytime I visit the Walt Disney World Resort. That's how I show my appreciation. So I encourage you to do the same. Rack rates for those rooms could go for between $439 to $490 per night, which could mean a savings of up to $170 per night. I would definitely take that.
That is definitely a
worth it. Yeah, no kidding. So take advantage if you're a Disney Visa card holder for 35% off at the Polynesian Village Villas.
That almost makes me wish I had it still.
Well, just get it again.
Well, that's true.
It's simple phone call.
I could do that. Yes, I could do that.
Or you could go to Disney and go to one of the representatives. They're all over the park, giving you an opportunity to get it. And just for filling out the piece of paper or anything else, you get a nice little Disney gift on top of it. So, give it a chance.
Okay.
You never know. You might like it. All right, let's talk Candlelight Processional. Yes, it's only July, but the holidays are fast approaching. Walt Disney World recently announced the restaurant lineup and prices for the 2015 Epcot Candlelight Processional dining packages scheduled for later this year. This year's Candlelight Processional, which features a celebrity narrator backed up by a live orchestra and choir to tell the Christmas story, runs from November 27th through December the 30th at the American Gardens Theater. In conjunction with the event, Epcot offers lunch and dinner packages that guarantee visitors a seat inside the venue for one of the evening shows. This year, the dining package includes the choice of an appetizer, entree, dessert, and non-alcoholic, non-specialty beverage from the chosen restaurant menu, or one full buffet, where applicable, of course. Prices exclude tax and gratuity, and park admission is not included. Guests can use the Disney Dining Plan to pay for the package. While Disney has not announced the list of celebrity narrators, officials have released some of the online reservations at various participating restaurants. You can make your reservation by visiting the event's official webpage. And Kristen, I know you do have the pricing information that goes along with those dinner packages, right?
I do, and I'm going to name the restaurants that are included and then kind of give the price range. If you want the exact price, you can always go to diningatdisney.com. All those will be there for you. But Beer Garden, Coral Reef, the Garden Grill, La Hacienda de San Angel, Le Chefs de France, Nine Dragons, Restaurant Marrakesh, Rose and Crown, San Angel Inn, Tepanito, Tokyo Dining, Tutua Italia, and Via Napoli are all included. Except for those restaurants that only serve dinner, lunch and dinner will be available. Lunch is going to range anywhere from $34.99 and go up to $59.99, and that's for adults. For children, it's going to be, let's see, anywhere from $12.99 up to $18.99. And then for dinner, it's going to range from, let's see, looks like $49.99 as much as $74.99. And then for kids, for dinner, it's going to be anywhere from $16.75 to $28.99. So,
you know what? Even though those prices may seem a little high, they are very respectable for what you're getting in that package. And the fact that you can use the Disney Dining Plan at the same time, if you want to do something like that, makes it even better, in my opinion. So why not take advantage of the opportunity? When it comes to the Candlelight Processional, there is not a better way to enjoy the holidays at Epcot than doing that right there. I mean, hands down, it is fantastic and a must-see. No matter whether you do the dining package or not, along with that, you've got to go and see the Candlelight Processional.
Oh, yeah.
Well, the one nice thing about doing a dining package is it guarantees you a seat. You're not going to have to stand there and wait. You know, sometimes people camp out all day.
Oh, yeah, no doubt about it.
Which is crazy to me. I'm like, there's so many other things I could be doing in the park than sitting there. But, you know, some people really, really want to see that particular celebrity, and this is a way to guarantee that you'll have a seat without having to sit and wait for a long period of time.
Oh, definitely. Even when it comes to the Eat to the Beat concert series during the Food and Wine Festival, you'll see people lining up, 1, 2 o'clock in the afternoon for a 6 or 7 o'clock show. And the line stretches. There's an actual queue that they have to put together, put ropes up for everybody to stand in line, because if not, that it would be like herding cattle into the pen for people to sit down. So those people wait a long time. So these dining packages really you're getting a fantastic meal. to start off with, and then you're guaranteed seating no matter what. They can't tell you, oh, we don't have any room left or anything else like that. You're going to get in there. You're going to enjoy this fantastic event. She's definitely right. Take advantage of it when you can.
Yeah.
So, all right. Starting on January the 1st, 2016, Hilton Orlando Lake Buena Vista guests can no longer participate in Walt Disney World Extra Magic Hours. Now, the hotel is located in the downtown Disney area and has provided guests with a perk usually reserved for on-site Walt Disney World hotels. The hotel's general manager did not offer any details or explanations about the upcoming change, but said that the Hilton will continue to offer the privilege until the end of 2015. Despite the Extra Magic Hour removal, the hotel will remain an official Walt Disney World Resort. Meanwhile, the Walt Disney World Swan and Dolphin and Disney's Shades of Green will continue to offer the perk in 2016, according to the Orlando Sentinel. I'm kind of wondering as to why they're kind of singling out the Hilton, even though they're still continuing to do it for Shades of Green and the Swan and Dolphin. Kristen, any insight you think as to why they might be making this change, or maybe some disagreement with the Hilton and Disney, perhaps?
Maybe Hilton was paying Disney for the option to add that on.
Yeah.
Like I had said earlier, I didn't even realize that they were able to stay for that, since it wasn't a Disney-operated hotel.
Yeah.
Shades of Green, they allow that because it's military.
Mm-hmm.
And then as far as Swan and Dolphin, they have a long-standing agreement that they work together, even though it's owned by Starwood.
Definitely.
And so it's always been, it's kind of like the half sibling, to Disney. Like it's that kind of treatment. It's not quite the same, but they still love them, kind of thing.
Like a half brother or sister in a way.
Yeah.
Which I don't quite understand as to why Swan and Dolphin has not just said, you know what, here, take our hotel, please. It's right there in the middle of everything, literally.
I think that it gives them the option to offer something slightly different than you're going to get at the other Disney hotels. They've got their own ability to go, hey, let's do our Swan and Dolphin Food and Wine Classic.
Right, exactly.
And people who are at, there to do Food and Wine Festival can go, oh, I can get right over here. They don't have to worry about some kind of crazy transportation or anything like that. It's like going to another Disney-owned, resort. So, and I don't see them giving it up, because I can only imagine how well that hotel does.
Yeah.
Very well, probably.
It's kind of like the best of both worlds. I mean, yes, you're right there at Disney property, but you're technically not on Disney property.
Yeah.
So they have some leeway where they can do some things that maybe they couldn't do if Disney owned it.
It's true.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. I see what you're saying. So take advantage of it while you can if you're going to be staying over there at the Hilton, if you want to enjoy extra magic hours in 2015 at the Walt Disney World Resort. Finally, finishing up with Orlando news in a way, artist, sculptor, and Disney legend Blaine Gibson, possibly the best known to Disney fans as the sculptor of the Partners statue displayed at the Magic Kingdom parks around the world, passed away this past weekend. Gibson was involved in a huge number of Disney theme park projects, including sculpting Abraham Lincoln for the Great Moments with Mr. Lincoln, and every president through George W. Bush for the Hall of Presidents attraction over at Walt Disney World. That's a tough one to let go. He talk about talent. He had it.
Yeah, I mean, he wasn't originally hired as a sculptor.
What was he originally hired as?
He was originally hired as an in-betweener and assistant animator. So he worked on Fantasia, he worked on Bambi, he worked on Peter Pan. So he's not just a sculptor, he's also an animator. And he also worked on like the Haunted Mansion and the Enchanted Tiki Room. And I want to say he also sculpted the Cinderella water fountain.
Oh wow! No kidding.
You know the fountain that's there in Fantasyland, right as you come like either right through the castle. Yeah, it's just on the other side of the castle from Main Street, and it's kind of off to the left-hand side. And it's a water fountain. It's got a sculpture, a statue of Cinderella before she became a princess, while she was still in like her cleaning maid outfit. And there are these little water fountains that you drink around her. And the way that it was designed is so, first of all, that if you're an adult, you're coming up and you're getting a drink of water, you're actually bowing to her as a princess. And there is a crown in the tile mosaic behind her where if you're a kid, you come in from that perspective and you look dead at her, it looks like the crown is sitting on her head.
I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either. I had no idea. Wow.
So the man was just an absolute genius, and it wasn't just one thing either.
You know what? Don't anybody ever question as to why we have the Thunder Beaver on this show. This is why. Very knowledgeable man. Wow.
Hey, former Disney champion.
There you go.
Jeopardy champion. That's it.
Might as well be a Disney champion.
Might as well be, because it was a Disney category that got me the win on the first day.
See, there you go.
Aha!
Aha! So, tough to see Disney legend Blaine Gibson passing away.
Yeah, that's true.
But he will live on through so many different things at the Disney parks. So, let's move on. Disneyland news. All right, Disneyland invites visitors to dress up for the 60th anniversary, although the Disney Parks blog managed to avoid using the D word entirely when announcing the event theme. It seems that the Disneyland Resort is holding its very own official Dapper Day to commemorate Disneyland's 60th anniversary date. Visitors attending the park on the anniversary are invited to come dressed in your finest suits and circle skirts on Friday, July the 17th, and show off their 1955 Disney side. The Disney Parks blog says there will be a special photo locations and themed entertainment for the day, but otherwise Disney has released no information about other events scheduled to mark the occasion. Dapper Day is an unofficial event held at both Disneyland and Walt Disney World that draws thousands of visitors to the parks. While not hosted by Disney, the parks have been welcoming of the event, and Disney social media accounts have made mention of the day in recent years. What color, Eric, would you choose for a suit, do you think? A dapper suit, you know.
Let's see. A dapper suit.
What would you look dapper in?
Well, I'd have to say that if I'm going to do dapper, I'd have to have the red and white striped vest with the straw hat and the little bunched up things on the sleeves. You know.
Oh, yes, my good man.
Even
wonderful. Yes, that's wonderful. Okay.
Even though as an Auburn University graduate, it's against my religion to wear red and white stripes. But,
yes, I understand that. Yes. Would you like a cigar and some scotch while you wear your suit?
I think I'd actually like some brandy, old chap.
Some brandy? Oh, okay.
Yes,
I will have some scotch while I have to wear my suit. Okay, that's wonderful.
If you're listening to the podcast version of this, you're just missing out because you can't see Jeff's facial expressions right now.
Yes, my facial expressions go wonderful with what I'm doing right now. Yes.
Yeah, you're channeling your inner Bond villain. That's for sure.
Oh, yes, definitely so. Yeah, good chap. Okay. Anyway, so get Dab. Kristen, what color type of circle skirt would you go for?
Purple.
Purple? Okay.
Yes, it would be purple.
Purplish.
And you?
I pick blue.
Blue skirt, or are you going to wear the suit?
Yes, I'm going to wear the skirt. That's what I'm going to wear. Yes, definitely. That would sell tickets. Yeah. That would sell some tickets right there.
Just call it a kilt, man.
I walk in there and people go, oh, what has Disney done? I'd get a few heads turned probably, so they're like, this is me! This is me! Okay.
Maybe a few stomachs too, who knows?
You must accept me for who I am.
So see, that means we would have to make Aljon wear the yellow one then.
Yeah, we'd have to.
Yeah.
The skirt?
I don't think he'd be all about the skirt. Can you imagine Aljon in a skirt?
Actually, yes, I can.
Oh, yes, I can.
Next time he's on the show, we're going to get backlash on that one. Badly.
We have very good imaginations. Thank you.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. So,
it's a curse as much as a blessing at times.
Dress up in your dapper best on July the 17th this month at Disneyland for the official 60th anniversary celebration. That's probably going to be going on. It'll be a big day if you're there for that special day, the actual 60th anniversary. Of course, the celebration goes on all summer long, but that's the actual day itself. All right. Let's talk about selfie sticks. We covered it last week, Eric.
Yes, we did.
But there were a lot of unanswered questions when it came to certain things.
Like, say, if a man uses a prosthetic arm to take it, is he going to be banned for using a selfie
stick? Exactly. Yes, we mentioned that. So I went and got a few specifics, okay? Now, the Disney Parks ban on selfie sticks is in full effect, leaving many photographers with questions about exactly which camera accessories they can and cannot bring into Disneyland and Walt Disney World. Now, did some searching and got a little bit of clarification, and I've got some additional details that should help you decide what to pack for your next Disneyland trip or Walt Disney World and what you should probably leave at home. Now, Disney's official park rules state that selfie sticks, handheld extension poles for cameras and mobile devices, are strictly prohibited. Signs at the parking lots and outside the 4 bag check areas advise visitors to return the items to their car or hotel room. A Disney spokesperson clarified that the ban is on accessories that are designed to be able to hold a camera away from the body. Accessories designed to hold a camera against the body are fine in most cases. Now, here are some examples. Here is what is specifically prohibited. Selfie sticks, tripods or monopods that can be extended and used as a selfie stick, including the GoPro 3-way, because a lot of people have GoPro cameras that they take to Walt Disney World. Also prohibited, large tripods or monopods that cannot be folded and stored inside a reasonable-sized bag. So no more of those big, humongous tripods that you want to set up to check out a parade or anything else. It's not going to happen. Leave them at home. Basically, what it is, if the device is designed to extend the camera beyond the normal reach of your arm, it is no longer permitted to be brought inside the Disney theme parks. Period.
What about this?
Oh.
If I put a camera on the end of this,
you can't use it.
I can't use it?
You can't use it.
I can't use it.
That would be
considered... It doesn't really matter because my batteries are dead anyway.
It would still be considered a selfie stick because that extends past your arm. Now...
What? Now, see, the only thing is, what tripod or monopod does not extend past the length of your arm?
That's a good question. That's a good question. Yeah.
And they see reasonable size. What does reasonable size mean? What's reasonable to somebody who is 6'6" is not reasonable to somebody who is 5 foot.
Well, let me get to the rest of the stuff that's allowed and some of the other details, and maybe I'll answer your question, okay?
Okay.
All right, so here is what is allowed. Now, Barney. That's a good one. Oh, I love you. Okay.
You love me, we love photography.
Body harnesses or vests, like those used with the GoPro devices, those are allowed. Head-mounted harnesses, again, which you could use with the GoPro. Eric, go ahead.
No, I just have this mental image of somebody walking in with a GoPro on their hat, and it's kind of like, you get to see the park as I see it, and just move your head.
People do that, Eric.
I know.
People do it, you know?
I know. But it's just funny as hell. That's all it is.
You can also use wrist-mounted devices like those with the GoPro as well. Yeah, it's another one.
It's Dick Tracy. Look at the parade.
You've got the Apple Watch and the Samsung Gear. You want to stick a GoPro on your wrist. I mean, I don't know. But that's what they say. All right, now, you got short grips or handles like those used with the GoPro devices, as long as they do not extend. So let me show you a little picture that I've got here of examples of what is allowed. Check. Can you see those right there?
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
Okay. Stuff like that right there is allowed. That you can have. Okay. Then stuff like this right here, you cannot have. Okay. That gives you a nice little visual there. Now, also, tripods and monopods that can be collapsed or folded and can be stored inside a reasonable bag are allowed. Now, I'll get to that in a second. Basically, camera mounts and harnesses are permitted if they are not designed to extend your camera beyond your normal reach. The policy on tripods and monopods remains unchanged. However, if you are seen using a monopod in a way Disney does not permit, for example, by holding it off the ground to film during shows or to peek over construction walls, you should expect to be required to check it at the main entrance, because they consider that if you're using that small monopod or tripod, you're using it like a selfie stick. So even if you have a small one and you're extending it out, they're going to call you on it, and you're going to have to get rid of it. So, Kristen, does that kind of answer your question? In a way?
Kind of, but it still doesn't make a whole lot of sense.
It
It's
doesn't.
just worded in such a way that it gives Disney the ability to decide at that moment what they're going to allow and what they're not, so that it doesn't have to necessarily be consistent, because they can go, oh, well, I consider this to follow here, you know?
Yeah, sure.
Here, let me grab my little, because I've got my little monopod nearby.
So, according to that, I could take Gandalf's wizard staff, put a camera on it, and I could use it. So long as I don't hold it out away from the body.
If you're not holding it, by the bottom of the staff and extending it out,
yeah,
they can't say anything.
So as long as I don't take this monopod and go and reach it out like this, which
Yeah, I would say, by the way that I read it and the information that I pulled off the website, I would say yes. Because it is a monopod considered somewhat of a tripod in a way?
it's a tripod that has one leg instead of three.
Okay.
Yeah.
They may question it, but I don't think you'll have to leave it in your car or check it. I don't think.
I think, considering the fact that the end of this clearly is meant for a large, heavy camera. I mean,
Yeah, sure.
this isn't some little cheap brand. It's Manfrotto. So.
Now, I guess if you're using it to rest your camera, using it like basically sitting it there. If you're using it in the same way that you would use a tripod,
Yeah.
then
Yeah.
I'd say you're free and clear.
I would think so. I mean, from the picture that I showed you guys, it does not per se extend. Correct, Kristen? It doesn't extend to like 3 feet high or 3, 3 or 4 feet long or anything like that.
It will, yeah. It'll
They
extend.
they may have a problem with that. Since it's able to extend, they may tell you, no, you cannot bring it because it has the ability to extend.
Well, but see, that's part of the ambiguity, because if it collapses to fold up and put into bag, then by definition, when you assemble it, you take it out of the bag, you're extending it.
Mm-hmm.
I think that you would.
What are you gonna use? Why are you gonna have a monopod or a tripod if you can't use it unless it's all like this? Like, what is the purpose of that? So you're gonna sit it on the floor and great, I can now get a fantastic view of people's feet. I just have feet everywhere.
The best thing that you
so
can
I
do
can
for
I
this,
can get a viewpoint of being Vern Troyer. Yay.
Yeah.
about the best way that you could use that is to put it on like a garbage can or a table or something, and neither one of them are going to be particularly convenient for things like parades or fireworks or stuff like that.
It's like I said. They specifically said tripods and monopods that can be collapsed or folded and stored inside a reasonable bag are allowed. So there's the that could kind of clarify it a little bit, especially maybe you wanted to use a short grip or a handle. It might be a better idea. That, because it's not going to be giving the opportunity for them to say, no, you can't use this, you can't do that, you can't do this, or anything else. It's not going to bring anything into question. With Kristen's, it's collapsed, and it can fit in your bag.
Oh,
Then
easy.
I don't see a problem. I don't see a problem.
Yeah.
That's just me, though. Disney may say something else.
We'll see.
Aljon, do
in
you
the
see a
long
problem?
The great selfie stick controversy of
Yeah.
2015.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
What I just came in for this, so you're gonna have to fill me in on what's shaking.
Okay. Let me read it to you as they handed over as to what is prohibited and what is allowed. So, again, selfie sticks. This is stuff that is prohibited. Selfie sticks, tripods or monopods that can be extended and used as a selfie stick, including the oh crap, you stupid
GoPro 3-way?
Thank you, the GoPro 3-way, okay? Large tripods or monopods that cannot be folded and stored inside a reasonable bag cannot be used. So basically, if the device is designed to extend the camera beyond the normal reach of your arm, it is no longer permitted to be brought inside the theme parks. Now, here is what is allowed. Body harnesses or vests, head mount harnesses, shut up, Eric, wrist mount devices, short grip or handles like those used with the GoPros, as long as they do not extend, tripods and monopods that can be collapsed or folded and stored inside a reasonable sized bag. Now, Aljon, with the monopod that Kristen has, it can be fit in a bag. It is collapsible. Should be able to be allowed in the park, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Why the hell not?
Well, there's this gray area that a lot of people are questioning because Disney is stopping people as they enter the parks, and some people have gone by the specifics as to what has been written down on the website, what is on that little pamphlet that they give you in the parking lot area before you park, and all this other stuff. I'm basically doing what you're saying, but because it can extend out another 2 or 3 feet, you tell me I can't use it, but this says I can. There's a gray area that everybody is questioning when it comes to this. So.
No. Whatevs.
Yeah, exactly. So.
Just don't. Here's the thing. Just don't interrupt our good time, people. Just don't do it.
Yeah.
You're gonna stop a damn ride. Sorry. I want you out. I don't want you to do stupid stuff.
Yeah. Exactly.
If you think, if that's the thing, man. People go on vacation, lose their damn mind. if you can be considerate, everybody can respect each other, then that's cool, you know. But people just lost their damn mind. So
yeah, that's true.
you know,
So
I feel sorry for Kristen. Like for people like Kristen, she's vertically challenged. You might have that. You know, you remember that story Kristen told a few months back. She's where it or last year actually, where it's Star Wars weekends, a 7-foot guy and his son, whom he puts on top of his shoulders, stands right in front of her. Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Why? Why are you being an asshole?
Right. But I mean, we expected this. We expected the monopods to be a subject of debate under this new policy. Because for some who do not recognize the difference between, it can be hard to distinguish between a selfie stick from a monopod in certain situations. And, you know, if a cast member refuses to let you through bag check with that item that should be permitted under the new policy, calmly ask if you could step aside and wait to talk to a manager and let the manager make the determination. Don't fight with them while you're standing there, you know, to get in the park and everything. Just go off to the side and speak with management, and they'll tell you yes or no because they're educated in that specific determination and everything, pretty much. So, anyway.
I don't know. I would think that
That's where
the major...
That's also where they say no. You go, okay, well, I'm going to video this discussion so that if I see somebody else in the park with the same thing, then I'm going to bring it to somebody's attention and be like, oh, look, this is what I was told. I was not allowed. Why is this person allowed? I want it documented.
And then put it on YouTube.
Exactly.
That way it can circulate and everything else. So when it comes to that gray area, be courteous, be nice, step off to the side, talk to management, see what they say. If they tell you to either take it back or check it and get it at the end of the day. Don't cause any problems. You know, don't get yourself, you know, banned from entering the park for the day or anything like that. You don't want to do something like that, ruin your vacation. It just doesn't make any sense. So that is that when it comes to selfie sticks. Let's talk about Peter Pan. Peter Pan's flight in Fantasyland reopened last week following a 5-month-long refurbishment. Riders got their first peek at the new effects during 2 days of annual pass holder previews. Some fans seemed disappointed following their first ride on the newly refurbished attraction, asking, well, that's it? That's all that you did? I mean, we expected more. One rider actually said he could not say what had been changed actually when he went through the attraction, noting that only the London scene seemed more clear. But he was disappointed that the rainbow over Neverland was still just a piece of ribbon, which is kind of disappointing in a way. But the Disney Parks blog posted a video interview with Imagineers Larry Nicola and Elizabeth. I'm not even going to try and pronounce your name, Elizabeth, but detailing the changes to the ride. And it's really worth watching. You need to go over and check it out before you ride so that you can actually really spot all the new additions that they have on this attraction. With the exception of the new nursery scene, many of the changes are hard to spot unless you're really looking for them due to the nature of the ride, you know, being so dark and everything. But with part of your view obstructed by the sail of your pirate ship vehicle and due to the twisting and turning of the ship as you fly over the streets of London or other various scenes throughout the attraction, it is very, very easy to miss the new details added during the refurbishment. I can only hope, and I know this is not Disney's normal thing that they would normally do, but I would hope that some of these additions would make it to Peter Pan's flight over in the Magic Kingdom at Walt Disney World, because they are very, very good and really detail and outline some of the scenes that you can experience during the attraction. So make sure you go over and check out the Disney Parks blog to see that video interview with those Imagineers telling you specifically what they've done to change the attraction and make it seem more real in a way, you know, through Disney magic and everything else. So those are the top headlines from the Disney Parks. Kristen, that's all I got.
Okay. So I think that's all for the news then, right?
That's all for the news. Eric's got one more thing.
That's
We
true.
got
he
one
does.
more thing. Yes, it's not a very happy story. It's comes over the 4th of July weekend. A man died trying to launch a firework off the top of his head. His name is Stephen McCausland, from the little town of Calais, Maine. He is 22 years old. He was setting off fireworks with friends on Saturday night in the backyard of a friend's home. They had been drinking, which should really come as no surprise here. Let's see. Oh, excuse me. The guy's name was not Stephen McCausland. He was a spokesman for the Maine Department of Public Safety. Let's see. His name was Devin Staples. Keep wanting to say Styles. I don't know why. That was the best friend in Teen Wolf.
I said Barney. Don't feel bad.
I know. Devin Staples was he put the fireworks mortar tube on his head and set it off. Unfortunately, he died instantly. He was holding a lighter and accidentally set off the firework, according to his brother. Why we are talking about it here on WDW After Dark is because there is a Disney connection. He had worked at Disney World as the character of Gaston over there in New Fantasyland. So he was a former Orlando resident who worked as a performer over there. And actually, this man, Mr. Staples, his death marks Maine's first fireworks fatality since the state legalized fireworks in 2012.
Wow.
So
I did read some specifics that, he was drinking a lot.
Yes.
And he was playing around with the notion with his friends and everybody that was there with him. Hey, I'm putting this on top of my head. Hey, I'm going to light it and everything else. A person drinking alcohol doesn't make very smart decisions. We all know that.
No.
We've all seen it.
Yes.
And from what the report said, they had talked him down from doing it. Hey, man, that's not very smart. Hey, let's take that away from you and everything else. Well, he just kind of broke off from the group and still had the notion in his head to do it and went off to the side. And unfortunately, that's how it turned out. So it was an accident, but it was almost prevented in a way.
It was preventable completely.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was.
There's
It's
no
preventable.
reason that needed to happen at all.
No. Now, I had read in another news story reporting on this that he thought it was a dud.
Really?
He thought it was a dud, and so, imagine his surprise when it actually went off. But yeah,
Very sad.
yeah. So basically, and the reason that they tell everybody on TV, tell you be careful with your fireworks. Show respect for the fireworks. Don't. In other words, don't be stupid with your fireworks because this kind of stuff can happen.
Well, I mean, we already know that drinking and driving is not a good combination. So
Right.
why would somebody think that drinking and fireworks would be another good combination? I understand that, 4th of July is a big holiday weekend for families and, people do go out and they're drinking and everything else, but just common sense, people. Seriously, just simple common sense is what this comes down to.
I'll tell you, the reason a lot of people feel that way is that they think fireworks are simply for kids. They're child's toys, and that is not the case.
No.
No, it's not.
Fireworks are explosives.
Yes, they are.
Dangerous. Kristen knows all too well because a few years back, once again, a friend drinking had pointed drunk had pointed a Roman candle and burned Kristen's leg.
Yeah.
And when I was a child,
You don't do things like point fireworks at other people, put them on your body and light them. These are things people don't do. I mean, on this show, we always tell people to be safe. These are the reasons you need to think. Don't drink when you're doing something that can harm yourself or someone else, especially kill you. And being that he portrayed Gaston, he should know better because of the fact that whole area they close off. You can't walk through there because Disney doesn't want one of those fireworks to misfire, die as soon as it goes off, and guests get injured, cast members get injured. They have those areas roped off for safety. And
Roped off and hosed down.
yeah.
Because these, not only are they explosive, they're incendiaries.
Look at the Seven Dwarfs Mine Train last year.
Yes.
You know, that's a perfect example of, something just random that happens that you would not expect. Those embers lasted a little longer than they should have, falling to the ground, and as a result, something catches on fire. Why would a person think that, for instance, just an example, holding a Roman candle in your hand while it goes off? Bad idea. Really bad idea. But I cannot count how many times I saw parents hand a Roman candle to their child, light it, and say, point it up in the air. It's just downright stupidity.
Well, which is
what it
why
comes down
I
to.
got burned, is somebody pointing one at me.
Yeah.
And she's not the only one.
And,
Same thing happened to me.
And the thing is I feel bad for this kid's family.
Oh, God.
Because he had to do something stupid. They now don't have their son, nephew, grandchild. Somebody's missing their best friend. And that's sad that he did this, and because of it, other people are going to
he had a brother. He had a brother. The brother was the one that was talking to the media, asking about it. And that brother is left basically to tell everybody, hey, my brother was an idiot. Of course, he didn't say it in that many words, but,
Yeah.
It's an unfortunate choice. People do and make mistakes. Unfortunately, this is what happens. He paid the ultimate price for his mistake. Yeah. And his family will continue to pay the price. It's sad and very unfortunate, very preventable. Those are the biggest tragedies.
Yeah.
It's one thing that, someone gets hit. I've been hit by a drunk driver before. It was not our fault. Those are really hard things to swallow, but it's what happens. You always have to try to do the right thing and always err on the side of caution at all times. Always have supervision when dealing with something. It could be as small as bottle rockets, but last 4th of July I had neighborhood children point bottle rockets at my car and shoot it while people were driving on the street. That's stupidity, and it's children not being supervised.
Yeah.
And these are explosives. These are not supposed to be toys.
No. If they were toys, they'd have Nerf guns on them. But
right.
Yeah.
We have on the ends of toy guns the little orange marker, so you know it's a toy.
Yeah.
But people will hand their kids something that can be
live
used
explosives.
as a deadly weapon.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Something that can blow a finger off or your whole hand off. Just.
All we're asking people is use some common sense.
Yeah. And
we're not saying fireworks are evil. We're not saying they're born of the devil.
No.
We're just saying, show some respect for what can hurt you and just use some common sense.
But it's unfortunate that we have to use a real-life situation like this for people to open their eyes up and understand what you're doing with this stuff is dangerous. When you have to talk about somebody's dead, that life is over with. They're not coming back. It wasn't just a simple injury, oh, they'll be fine, or, they had some third-degree burns and they lost most of their hair. This kid is dead.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it. Game over. And that's the type of life lesson, unfortunately, that the news has to report on, and, might not be a bad idea to tell your children. You can't do this. You want to know why? A guy died because he did this.
Mm-hmm.
Or somebody I know lost their fingers because of this. It's a real thing.
Yeah.
So, and the fact that he's was a Disney employee, unfortunately, social media has turned this into somewhat of a joke. The fact that he, did play the character of Gaston, who wasn't very smart or was hung up on himself and, thought he was this and this. And a lot of people on social media are referencing, the fact that this is something Gaston would do and everything else. You know what? I'm going to tell you people something. Have a little respect. Because it's very sickening for you to talk about somebody like that just because they played a Disney character. And to think that they have the same type of mentality as a fictional character on a cartoon movie. It's really sad. I've seen it way too much
It's sad for
in the
his
past couple of days.
family. His
It is,
family
yeah.
that has to read that. That's the thing people don't think about is, okay, yeah, he's gone and what he did was not smart. But the people you're hurting are his family, his friends. Those are the people who are hurting because of a mistake he made. You're not hurting him. You're hurting his family. And there's a time and place for things. If he was still alive, then you could make jokes. But he's not, and all you're doing is you're not hurting him by making fun of the situation. You're hurting his family and the people who are sad that, they've lost him. And
don't think that their
internet makes
families
it
are not
very
hearing
easy.
about this.
The internet makes it very easy for somebody hide behind a computer screen, not be seen, use a fake name, and say anything and everything they want that's mean because they don't have to say it to somebody's face.
Yeah.
So many people will say things they would never, ever say to somebody's face because they can hide behind a keyboard.
Yeah, that's right.
We joke around a lot about stuff on this show, but, people make mistakes. And once again, he paid the ultimate price for it. And it's really nothing to laugh about.
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
If anything, it's something to draw attention to, an issue, and hopefully people learn from his mistake. And I'm sure this story has touched, it touched us enough to bring it up and have a 20-minute discussion about it,
Yeah, pretty much.
I guarantee you, the very first story that's going to pop up come next year for 4th of July is going to be this young man.
Yeah.
That's going to be this young man and what he did. And that family will have to relive all of that stuff all over again.
Yeah.
So.
Those that don't learn from their mistakes are doomed to repeat them. So let that be a cautionary tale for everyone listening, and hopefully,
Santayana.
Right, make better decisions.
People put warnings on this stuff for a reason, and they want you to pay attention to that stuff. And it goes along. Well, it doesn't go exactly along the lines of this, but that is another reason why Disney is saying no to selfie sticks. They can be dangerous to others because you don't pay attention, and accidents can happen. And unfortunately, there's always a chance that they can be fatal.
Yeah, with the selfie stick, all you would need is to get hit right in your
temple.
on the side right here, where
Yeah.
it's, it's very vulnerable there. All you need to do is hit somebody just at the wrong angle right there, and you've killed somebody. So
Yeah.
it's things are not set up to ruin people's good times. It's to keep people safe and sound,
Yeah.
Yeah. No doubt about it.
Unfortunately, this is our, I guess, PSA for the year.
Yeah.
For real.
No
This
doubt.
public service has been brought to you by WDW After Dark. Please, we encourage responsible fireworks safety.
Until New Year's, of course, and then we'll see
Then
if
all bets
anything-
are off.
When everybody, loses their mind again, and hey, let's shoot bottle rockets at each other. Yeah, okay, it's a great time.
Hey, let's hold it in our teeth and light it with our cigar.
Yeah. Hey, let's set off about 500 firecrackers all at once, and let's stand around it while we do it. Hey, everybody get your phone out. Ah!
Oh, man.
Hey, let's have a bottle rocket war. Go get some pieces of PVC pipe. Let's aim them at each other.
Yeah, sure, it'll be a good time. Yeah, all right, it ain't gonna hurt you.
Well, it's all fun and games, folks, until somebody gets hurt or passes away. That's unfortunate.
But hey, you know what?
Things, Jeff, shall we?
You know what? We've got literally just a few minutes left. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome back to WDW After Dark, even though it's towards the end of the show, Mr. Al John Go. Please. Yes. There he is. Yes.
I made
Seems
it.
like you've been away for like ever, dude. Like ever.
I know, I have been, but I appreciate it. I'm glad I was able to catch the last end of this show, and thank everybody for listening. I'm always there in spirit. That's the thing. I'm always there in spirit. And we
Translation,
appreciate you
he's
listening.
watching us like a hawk.
No.
No, we
I will say this. I have saw and listened to every show. And so what is this? The Dude Bro show happens, and it's like, well, now we can really let loose and have fun. Al, John, and Kristen aren't here. What's going on with that? Go back to the last show and listen. Kristen and I are
all the
listening.
stuff I called them out on earlier.
Oh my God!
We
Well,
talked
there you
about
go.
this
Call them out.
earlier. And we said when Kristen is here, we must be respectful. We must, somewhat behave ourselves while
Ain't that
she's
a bunch
here.
of bullshit?
And
Well, yes,
the
but
thing
we were
was,
making it work.
it was working for like the first 10 minutes of the show, and then it just went all to hell. And, well, respectful just didn't happen anymore.
Yeah, well.
Because Kristen, instead of saying chefs, she said hefts. And so immediately I thought of Hugh Hefner and the mobile Playboy Mansion there at the Food and Wine Festival. Bunnies handing out, different stuff, to eat while you're there, and it fell apart from there. So
What a World for Showcase would that be in?
yeah, like I said, it would sell tickets left and right. Yeah.
You could put it in the Wonders of Life.
Oh, you could actually. The mobile Playboy chef cart. What is Hef's favorite foods? Showcase.
That would be kind of like the double-decker character bus, wouldn't it?
It would be. It would be. So yeah. We just, when it's the Dude Bro show, it's just different. I don't know what it is. Me and Eric.
It's better when I'm on here.
It's a different flavor.
It's a different flavor. Yes, it's a different flavor. So, but no,
different flavor.
No.
You said that. I just laughed when you said that. I think I really did laugh out loud, and I thought that was hilarious. We're a different flavor. Wow, what kind of flavor would it be?
It's like the difference between a turkey leg and a Dole Whip.
Oh,
Oh
okay.
yeah, good reference.
Better than
Nice.
the last one, right?
Yeah.
So you guys are the turkey leg, and I bring the Dole Whip. Is that it?
We are definitely the turkey legs.
Yeah, we're the turkey legs. Yeah,
Wow.
we're the meaty portion. Yeah.
The meaty portion, Jesus. Okay. Why sure? Why the hell not? Let's be the
Why
meaty
not?
portion.
Yeah.
No, that's fine. Hey, you know what? Before we sign off, I had a couple things I wanted to make mention. I really like the fact that we have fans that care enough about us to make comments on our iTunes page. Have you
What?
seen these comments, guys? Yeah.
We have comments?
I'm going to
really?
read us. Yes, we do. We have comments. I'm going to read a few of these.
Okay.
And so here we go. Here's one. I'll just read one, maybe two. 5-star review from Paul M.W. The WDW. That's right. The WDW After Dark crew is a fun-loving group that also happens to have literally an encyclopedic knowledge about all things Disney and the Marvel Universe. The show has great discussion, tons of laughter, and practical tips about making the most of your time in the WDW parks. There's also great insight about Disney dining and all the levels of parks and resorts. I highly recommend this show and podcast to all and any Disney fans.
Wow.
All right.
Nice.
How about this?
Paul.
How about this comment?
Hey, you know what? No. I think we should read one every week.
Okay, well, there are not a whole lot in there. So.
Well, that says a lot right there.
We're done.
You're supposed to say this is why you should give us reviews, because we will read your review on the show.
Yes, like Paul M.W. And we happen to know Paul M.W. And Paul M.W. is a loyal WDW After Darker. He's an After Darker since maybe the first year of being on air.
Oh my goodness!
And here's an incentive for giving us a better rating. The better your rating, the less fun we will make of you when we read your comments.
Don't promise that. Don't promise that ever.
Well, this comment was well written.
It was
proper
I
English,
cannot make fun
no
of it.
misspellings.
Yeah. I'm very
So thank
very
you, Paul,
impressed.
for that rating.
That's
and
awesome.
don't forget, you too can make your comment, make your voice heard. Let us know what you like. Let us know what you dislike. Let us know how you can improve. Give us feedback on the show or previous shows on our iTunes link. All you have to do is visit www.afterdark.com and click on our little iTunes logo, and it'll take you straight to our show page, and you can give us that rating.
Yeah, suggestions on how you can improve. Not necessarily how we can improve, how you can improve.
Yes, like what Eric said. So that's all for me, and we could probably read another one next week. So hopefully there'll be more great 5-star reviews next week on the show.
Oh yeah. And if you want to do it on iTunes, you can also do it on our YouTube channel here on YouTube as well. Because that area at the bottom of the page right there where you can leave a comment and you can leave a thumbs up and you can subscribe. Do all that stuff as well. Leave your comment down there so we can read those, because those are just as good as the ones on iTunes, and we definitely appreciate any comments we get, whether it be on iTunes, YouTube, whatever it is that you're using to listen to or watch WDW After Dark. We appreciate all of it, 100%. So
I concur wholeheartedly.
Yes.
All right.
Well, I
let's
think
wrap
it
this-
is
let's
time
put
to
this
wrap
buddy-
everything up.
want to wrap everything up? Okay.
Wrap it
Aljon?
up in a bundle.
Aljon, do you
No,
want to
no,
wrap
Eric.
it up, or?
Well,
Eric,
yeah, I could do that. I could do that for
Let
Kristen.
Al-
Unless
let-
Kristen,
let Al,
no,
John.
Kristen, this is Kristen's deal. So go ahead, Kristen. Wrap up
No,
the show.
you go ahead and well, actually, I want everybody to start with where they can be found, and then you can close it out, Aljon.
All right, that sounds good. So I'll go ahead and start. You can find me, Aljon, every damn day. You can find me on Twitter at Jedi Mouseketeer, also WDW Tiki Room. Download the sister show to this podcast, WDW Tiki Room, at wdwtikiroom.com, also on iTunes. So do yourself a favor, subscribe to both shows, and I'm sure there are other shows that'll be mentioned that you can like and subscribe. All the way to the left-hand side, we'll go to Mr. Eric Allen.
Okay, on Sorcerer Radio, a.k.a. quote-unquote the mothership, you can find me on Tuesday mornings with the Sorcom Review at 8 a.m. Eastern, and also Mighty Marvel Geeks at 8 p.m. Eastern on Saturdays. On Twitter, you can find me at the Sorcom Review and also at Uncle Servo.
Jeff.
Very nice.
All right, so if you were looking for me on Twitter, you can find me at DW_60 is where you need to go. Look for updates on the DW60 Facebook page as well. And listen to the show DW60 on Sorcerer Radio Thursday mornings, 8 a.m. Eastern Time over at srsounds.com.
I can be found at diningatdisney.com on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, and now Periscope, thanks to Jeff. It's Dining at Disney on YouTube, The Dining at Disney. Make sure to also download, subscribe to the Dining at Disney podcast. Jay and I would love 5-star ratings on iTunes as well. So.
Well, very good. Thank you. Thank you, Kristen. We're also I'm also updating the site. You're going to be able to find all of the podcasts that we're on if you can't get enough of your WDW After Dark hosts and guests. You'll be able to, with a push of a button, click the link so you can subscribe to Mighty Marvel Geeks, Dining at Disney, Tiki Room, After Dark, Pro Wrestling Cast, all those great webcasts that we host, and check them out as well. Hopefully, we might even open up a WDW After Dark Periscope page. We might just do that, and all of us can have access to it, and all of us can do something. I don't know. If you utilize Periscope, let us know, and maybe we'll do some special WDW After Dark Periscope sessions. You just never know. That would be a lot of fun. And once again, don't forget, Jeff Davis does a great job of doing this, and Kristen, when I'm not here, please bookmark our page, WDWAfterDark.com. It's your hub for all things you want to buy on the internet, whether it's a Disney vacation with Kristen at Magical Journeys Travel, or whether it is an Amazon gift for yourself or someone else, movie tickets, like Ant-Man that's coming up. And by the way, WDW Tiki Room will have a red carpet special for Ant-Man. We will have the cast and crew of Ant-Man on this Friday's WDW Tiki Room on Sorcerer Radio. So that should be a lot of fun. And but just bookmark our page, WDWAfterDark.com, your place for all fun and good things Disney. So in the meantime, like and subscribe, like Jeff says, and we will see you guys next week. And next week, Kristen and I, who knows where we'll be. We're going to be in the ether, floating amongst the stars.
Oh, interesting.
It might be interesting. Top secret. We're going to be on a top secret mission.
You guys are going to Disney World. Yeah, I know already. Yeah.
All they need to do is watch my Periscope channel.
Oh, Kristen's going to keep me from working next week. I can already see it already.
Starting Sunday.
I guess I better be on Periscope and get on Periscope. I can get on the Periscope bandwagon.
That's
so
right.
Anyway, gang, thank you so much for tuning into the show. We do appreciate it. In the meantime, don't forget, as Jerry Springer says, be good to yourself and each other. We'll see you guys next week.
Bye-bye.
He said that?
He did.
Totally.
Yep.
I thought he said never give a sucker an even break.
Crisis for the geek kind. Top geek officials admit they underestimated the hipsters' defense capability. Join the geek revolution and save the galaxy. Geeks from all over the globe are joining up to fight for the future. They're doing their part. Are you? Want to know more? Join Weeby Geeks and the Geek Revolution and save the world. Service guarantees citizenship. Listen to Weeby Geeks podcast on iTunes and Stitcher or online at WeebyGeeks.net. Weeby Geeks, your voice for the Geek Revolution. Want to know more?